So we just had a look at how SimpleSet, what the benefits of SimpleSet are for the clinician, and how the integration works between Core Plus and SimpleSet. Haley, let's talk a little bit about the benefits for the patient, because essentially this is what this is all about.
Yeah, totally. So essentially, it's going to make your exercise programs just easier to do because the exercises are very explained and detailed. It's going to be a lot easier to understand than your own notes of taking in the clinic, in the treatment room when you have half an hour with your therapist. So it's essentially a how-to kind of thing when you get home, and then sometimes you don't see your therapist for 2 weeks in between, and I don't know, a week and a half in, you might be like, what was that one exercise again? So it's a really great way to keep you adhering to your exercise prescription program. It's easy access over your email, so you're not going to lose a copy of it because it is a digital copy. So it's not going to get accidentally thrown out if it's on the kitchen table or what have you. And you can report back to your therapist on how the exercises are going. So it's great for the clients. Clients love it.
Yeah, fantastic. Let's take a look at it now, if you don't mind. Show us a little bit about how the client would experience, accessing their portal, and experiencing SimpleSet from that perspective.
Absolutely, yeah. So this is my email. So this is what I emailed myself an exercise prescription. So this is what it's going to look like in your client's inbox. It's going to have the clinician's name, however, it's not demo clinician, but it does say your exercise program is ready. So I'm going to open this. And then, as you can see, just click here to view your exercise program. So I'm going to click on the link, and it's going to take me into a new tab. Can we see this tab?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so it took us into a new tab. So sign in using your 4-digit year of birth. So mine's 1996. Again, this is that 4-digit portal key that I mentioned earlier that we need to communicate to our client. Again, it doesn't have to be birth year, but it's what we recommend. So I just entered 1996. I agreed to my terms and services, and I'm going to just log in. Okay, so here is the smiley faces I've been mentioning. So tell your care provider how you're feeling today. Now, this is geared more towards how your exercise program is going, not necessarily like you got a speeding ticket earlier in the day. I mean, I guess you can tell them that if you'd like, but this is supposed to be about your exercise prescription program. So I'm going to click this one, and that is going to go to my therapist, and they're going to see that I'm doing good, like going good.
Fantastic.
And so then we can see here that this is our exercise program. So I can open these if I need, and I can watch videos. I can close this, and I can go down and just open all the exercises that I need. If you have several exercises sent to you, they will be in here. We can also print these. We can choose a number of different ways that we display it, as well as a tracking sheet, which can help us keep on track with our exercise program if we need a little bit more accountability, like myself. I need a tracking sheet.
So I guess one of the last questions I have for you, Haley, is there some sort of an outcome measure that the client can complete, or some sort of feedback that they can provide?
Yep, there is. So when we're in, we can see me here? When we're in our clients tab here, so typically when we log in, we're here, but if you go to clients right here, so we'll go to clients, and let's do this myself. So, and this is the happy face I was telling you about. So this is my clinician can see that I picked that. So they're like, okay, good, she's doing good. So outcome measures, it's just in this tab right here. So what we can do is I can add outcome measure, and then I can search for the outcome measure that I want. Now let's send LEFS, the lower extremity functional scale. So I can send it once or send it intervals. And then I get to choose the dates that I want it sent on. So weekly, every other week, specific days, every day, every other day, whatever we want. So I'm just going to send it once. And then I can add custom instructions if I feel necessary. Maybe just please complete before next appointment. And I'm just going to hit email. And this will end up in your client's email the exact same way the exercise program will, just as we just showed. Same thing, need the portal key, and then they just answer the question.
Fantastic. And I guess with the response in terms of how the client is feeling, the little emojis that they then select, I guess the practice can sort of set up their own business rules as to how they action or potentially action any sort of response that they get as well, right? So if the client is feeling, horrible, perhaps that warrants, a reception team member to give them a call, see what's going on. Do they need to, come in a bit earlier before their next scheduled appointment or something like that? So that's really cool. Really, really cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
Fantastic. Well, this sort of brings us towards the end of our session today. If I guess let's share a few contact details, Haley. I think if anybody wants to reach out to SimpleSet, the URL for that is simpleset.net. Haley, how can someone get in touch with you if they want to know a little bit more? If they've got sort of some further questions about SimpleSet and perhaps how it can benefit their practice, how can they reach you?
Yeah, so my personal email is haley@simpleset.net, so just HALEY at simpleset.net, or kind of more general inbox, I guess, is support@simpleset.net, which I also man. So SPPORC@simpleset.net, and we'll get back to you probably within the day.
Fantastic. And from the Core Plus side, if there are any sort of questions about the integration, you can reach out to us via the live chat on the website, or alternatively, you can reach me on success@coreplus.com.au. All righty.
Wonderful.
Thank you so much.
That sounds so great.
Until the next one.
Yes, exactly. Thanks, Diana.
All righty. Thank you.